Hello. Hi. Oh my goodness, my hair, it is so windy out. My hair is just a mess. So, thank you so much for joining me. I am Elena Rosalind Michelle behind the Star of Destiny Creations. I haven't gone live in a long time, and the last time I went live was on just a a cell phone and a trailer to do a tutorial for oil painting in Branson, Missouri. So it's been a very long time. I'm sorry if I can't talk very loud. I have sinus infection, had flu last week, so kind of crazy. But since it's Valentine's Day, I did want to celebrate all of my stars. So my stars are my followers, because I don't like to say just my followers and my subscribers. So they're my stars. And if you want to be my star, just hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell because I still have a couple more videos coming out this week. And actually, you can help me out in the description below. You can go to the community post and give me your ideas on what to do next because I have so many different ideas. I just want to do videos like every day. I never used to be this way. It used to take a long time to do a video, but I kind of learned to do them better. So getting better and better. I am currently at the Valencia Public Library and they started February 11th, but I just got this notification. They're having a crochet circle on the second Saturdays here at the public library it looks like from 2 to 3 p.m. Let's see. Yep, from 2 to 3. So, if you want to crochet or want to learn how to crochet, you can come and join us. I may come to some of them. I missed the last one because I had the flu last week, so I definitely had to get this scheduled into my March calendar. All right, so what I'm working on today. Oh, wait, before I jump into my whip, because so many of you have really liked my beloved bee. I guess I didn't go into telling you why I have ribbons, but the ribbon is to tie on a ring if you're using the bee for a proposal. So yeah, so it's kind of fun. So it's something that's unexpected, something that can be used year round and not just Valentine's Day. So that's why I call him beloved, not just because he's rose and crimson, but because I can add um, little ribbons on it so that you can make it into a proposal bee. So much fun. Okay, so I have on Sunday I had put up a what do I want to say? A, a crochet with me. There you go, crochet with me. Shawl, and I'm using Kreations limited edition cinnamon swirl. This is hibiscus and it has all these beautiful colors. And so I'll show you my progress that I've done so far. And this is upside down. So this is what I have done so far. So it actually measures 72 inches, I think is it, and 21 inches from the center down to the point. So that's 21 inches, not stretched out. So how fun is that? It's like really cool. So it's like really beautiful colors, and it goes from one color to another without having to cut into your yarn, which is really nice. I really appreciate that. All right. I think I'm going to put you guys on hold for a moment. So if I'm not here, stick around. I'll be right back. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anyone. Oh, part of womanhood. TMI, Lynn, TMI. Okay, let me get a drink of water. Let me go ahead and put another message up. There. Whoops. Okay, so welcome again. Okay, it's too bad I can't edit this out, but oh well. All right, so the crochet hook that I've been using is the crochet hook 5mm for these stitches, and this is where I left off in the lavender, and I think it just changed into lavender. I had two balls, and I rolled one that had a lot of lavender on the end, and I chose not to go with that one because I was thinking I used a lot of lavender as a close, but apparently not. So let me see. There we go. Put you down into my workspace and how I'm going to join my ends. And again, I'm at the public library. I don't know if you can see very well. I can't see very well. For some reason, when I got into the truck today, everything kind of went blurry. So I'm not sure what all that is up, but that's not a good sign. Okay, since it doesn't really matter where your colors are, I'm just going to go ahead and put my color towards the end of my yarn. I'm going to lightly tie because, excuse me, I'm kind of squeaky like a mouse. If I kind of tie it too tight, it doesn't flow. And this is called the magic knot, or the fisherman's knot. And you tie little knots at each end, and then you pull it together. See, and I get that it's not too tight because it doesn't want to pull. Unless I'm doing it wrong. That could be it too. Who knows? I'm just learning to do all this again as my brain does not like to do what it wants to do. There. Now you kind of pull the both ends. Now you can cut the ends off like this. As close as you want it. Oops. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so I am going to, okay, so I did not bring the crochet pattern with me. I figured I can just pull out my cell phone and look it up if I need to. Okay, so, and I may not talk during this whole time, so if you're someone who likes to just watch, that's perfect because I can't really hardly talk right now. Okay, so let's see if I can pull him in a little bit. And if I see anyone dropping in right now, it's really quiet. So I won't have to do too much talking. See how that went from lavender to this pinky red color. All right, and I want to put this bowl over here to keep my yarn from, I have this bowl, but the yarn is too big for it. So I just put it on here and then just pull the string off until it gets nice and used up, so smaller, and then I can use it in the bowl. So this way it doesn't go anywhere. So I really like that. So what are you working on today? If you are just joining or you're joining after this video has gone up, write in the comments below because I still get access to the comments. I want to thank, I think it's Crystal with Bag a Day Crochet who put this tutorial together. You can find the tutorial link in the description below if you want to follow along. I also put in the crochet, what I want to say, the crochet, what I've done. So my crochet along creation. Oh, I'm really having a hard time, you guys. That I had up on Sunday, so you can watch that. And then I have a shorts or a reel that I put up on YouTube to show the actual progress before I did this live stream. And that was one full bowl. So one ball is 10.5 ounces. It got me a 72-inch wide to the 21-inch center. I'm pretty sure that's what the numbers are. There's 41 rows that I did to the left. So that's what, 82 rows that I've done so far. I don't know if you could hear people out there laughing in the library. When I grew up, the library was supposed to be quiet. But people talk quietly on their cell phones and make calls and do all kinds of stuff. There's really a lot of people here in Tucson that are homeless or out of jobs. Worse than when COVID happened. There were people looking for jobs before COVID happened, and now it's like really serious. So one of the things that y'all can do is to help me out is to be one of my stars and follow along by hitting the subscribe button. Hit the bell button so that you're notified every time I go live. I will be going live a lot more into March because I'll be house sitting for somebody, and they have Wi-Fi, unlimited Wi-Fi there. So I'm planning on going live more often. There's if you're a channel, or just for FYI, if you have 50 subscribers or followers, you can go live, and I would encourage you to do some kind of a live material because YouTube is going to start pushing out people who do live streams anyways. So this is considered a live stream. People can come and go, they can sit and watch, but the nice thing is that it does save so that it could be part of your extra things that you do for your channel. This is not looking good at all. It's like I missed my hole for some reason. Or something like a special event. I know a BS illustrator, Beatrice from Portugal, she uses the live stream for her Patreons. And then she does a live stream tutorial. She was doing that once a month until she got really busy. during Christmas. So I'm looking forward to actually being part of her Patreon account again and doing some stuff. I just really like all of her ideas and her enthusiasm and encouragement that she gives out. So um, I like to follow her. And I followed her when she had only 800 subscribers, and now she's like almost 7,000. It's crazy. Yeah, once you start binging on a channel, then YouTube starts putting out their channels to other people, and then people start watching, and YouTube goes, "Oh, I'll put more channels out, more of her stuff out." Because now she's getting subscribers, she's getting views. So that's how that algorithm works. So just by staying on my channel or in this live feed for an hour or a half hour, even 15 minutes, shows YouTube that you like my content. And I'm always looking to, of course, to expand and do better. So, and as a slow growing channel, you can let me know, what kind of things, crochet or knitting, are you looking into or wanting to do? Are you a beginner or advanced crocheter or knitter? Do you want to do see more yarn hauls on what's out here in Tucson? Because there really isn't unless you buy everything online. So just let me know what you're interested in seeing, and I'll see about adding that into the month. Right now, it seems like all of my progress videos and my goals, I mean, there was 3 plus I did, and some of them are not even up yet. My 2023 temperature blanket that I'm doing is all crochet as well, but it's the corner to corner, and I'm doing the high and the low average. Well, not the average, just have a certain time that I pick the time at for the lows and the highs. So that video hasn't gone out yet, but then I'll have a progress videos on those two and my other 2 temperature blankets I'm working on. I do demos for plushies. I do, well, this is a crochet demo as well. Yeah, and if the light, if you're watching this and you feel like there's got to be a different kind of lighting, let me know. I'm kind of I bought something, but I didn't get it charged. A smaller ring light that I can put over here into the library, and I also have a lamp that I can bring as well. I didn't bring it because I was bringing so much stuff anyways, and I wasn't sure how the lighting was. But if I hold, adjusting my yarn here. If I hold this like this, you might be able to see. So I keep adjusting, and you'll find out in the crochet along for the shawl that I kind of adjusted into different tabletops. I did from up above view. I did a side view like you're seeing right now. So it's always hard to kind of tell because I don't get a lot of feedback. It would be nice to get some feedback. And then also, I kind of feel like there should be some music, but I don't know what kind of music you guys like. And I had to be real careful with copyrights because I want to be monetized. So yeah, I gotta watch out for that too. So right now I'm putting on 5 shells per the single crochet that I did in the chain foundation. And then in the 5 loop, I put a single crochet because then when I come back, that's where the shells are going to be. So once you get the pattern down, which it took me well over an hour to just get into the I think it was the 6th row, and then the pattern kind of repeated. But I tell you what, learning something new is not easy for me. But once I got it, I mean, look at this. It's turning out so pretty. And this is my first like clothing crocheted anything. I've knitted stocking hats and I've knitted scarves, but I've never crocheted anything. So this is my first, other than the plushies. And then I knitted or crocheted this. It's like a dishcloth because it's 100% cotton, but you can use it for, um, a doily. This is a granny square, a floral granny square, and I really love it. And I added a couple more borders to make it bigger. So in March, I'll be doing acrylic yarn to celebrate winter for another YouTube collab. And I don't have that one. I don't know the name of that collab, but it celebrates into the season. So it's 4 months. If you missed the Valentine's collab with Claire's Crafted Corner, she will be having another one in April 1st. So if you are any kind of a crafter or does anything crafting, then you can join her. Again, your links have to be ready by April 1st with your video. And I've seen where they did time-lapse videos and a video of how they made the whole project together. But I could tell you that I kind of like the shorter ones that were about 5 minutes to 10 minutes because it's for me, it's just hard to follow along. But it was really fun to see other crafters get together and just do stuff for Valentine's Day. So I don't know, I have some ideas for Easter, so I'm not sure. I'm also doing a collaboration with Alice from Hooked on Crochet from the UK, and that's going to be done 2 weeks before Easter. So I'm excited about that and share that with you. We'll be doing some sort of a plushie kind of thing. So don't want to get into details quite yet, but when March rolls around, we'll definitely be letting everybody know about subscribing and following along so that you can see what we're up to from miles and miles away from each other. And let's see what else. Oh, my color of the month challenge. So the 2023 color of the month challenge. It's a monthly challenge, and this is to challenge you as a creator. You can be a creator, an artist. You could be a digital designer, interior decorator, a florist, a baker. So it doesn't have to be like a crocheter or a knitter or a weaver, but you'll have to use colors for that month or a selection of colors. And then there's a guideline on how to make it. Like there will be something that will be coming up to show that you have to use one color 80% to, like a small amount to 10%, or you have to work this color into something. So it doesn't really specify how much. So you could just dab a little or dab a lot. So I think that's going to be kind of fun. So in February, this month, it's in the pinks and in the reds. So you get to choose. So this would be in the pinks because you have the bright pink and you have the dark pink. So, and this would also be considered in the pinks because they're 2 shades of pinks. The B can be considered for both because you got the crimson red with the rose color. So that could be for both of them. So you don't have to do anything particular with them. It's just use those colors. And the whole idea is to get outside of your comfort zone. And also for creators, that gives you another video that you can make to showcase what you're making. And then it also helps when you get put into a playlist, and that playlist gets seen many times and you get a lot of views. So that helps as a creator, for one, for YouTube to put out your videos more, and you get to be part of a whole group. So your video doesn't stand alone, it stands, with others. So that's really cool because it's a really nice grouping. So consider to be part of mine at the beginning of the month of March. You can have your videos ready. You could just do a shout out in the video description, and I'll make sure to put the video in the playlist of my playlist, and I'll have the playlist right on the front page of my channel. And then y'all can get a share link so that you can link that into your playlist and onto your pages as well, because it helps us all out when it's shared many different times in many different places. So I'm excited about that. And oh, that reminds me, I do have to link Claire's onto my video page. I was sick, so I was not able to do a regular demo like I had hoped. But I got to explain what I made and how I made it and what it looked like. So, but I'll do better next time. You can't really help when your body just gets sick. That's something that, as much as you cannot prepare for. All right. So let's see how much I've done so far. Quite a bit. So this is where I linked the yarn and where I'm at now. So let's count it. Might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 shells. Yay! And I'm starting 22 right now. And it's 30 minutes in, but I didn't really start quite yet. So whenever somebody watches this, you can put that into the chat of what time I hit the 22 shells. Well, very cool. All right, get a drink. You guys, I have to tell you something really gross. I just got a box in yesterday, and the box is to actually, there's a jug I have to pee in for a whole 24 hours. That was for the urology, because I'm passing kidney stones, and not once did I ever have anybody help me find out what my stones were made from. And I've had stones since 95. So I'm like, I'm out in the elements anyways. But yeah, I have to mail this jug of pee. I'm not starting it today, I'm starting it tomorrow. So I'm like chugging the water as much as I can now so I can stay hydrated, because I have been sick. All right, so this is a real pretty color going into that peach. I'm doing 5 shells right here. And the shells is just 5 double crochets in American terminology. And then you go into this one little space and put 1 single crochet like that. And then into the next. It's so pretty. I know this is my first shawl ever, you guys. I am so excited. And I've named it already. If you haven't seen it already, but my video that I did my crochet along for the shawl, I named it Arizona's shawl because doesn't that look like a really cool sunset? It really does. More on the pale side, but we have really pretty pale side of colors in the sunsets, but sometimes the sunsets are so vibrant and so like yellow and so purple and so pink. But this pink really reminds me of the vibrancy in the sunsets here in Arizona. So I'm in Southwest Arizona right now. I've been living near the airport on a lot, so that's kind of nice. I don't have to drive everywhere. And I don't have to bother people, and people don't have to bother me, and I can make all the noise I want. That's kind of cool, cool, but I don't usually make a lot of noise, especially now with my voice leaving. I wonder if I'm going to be able to talk tomorrow after doing this live stream. Because I don't know, when I get the camera on, I just get chatty. I don't know, is other people like that? Or, I mean, I get nervous, and that's okay too. But I just get chatty because I don't get to talk to people a whole lot. Like I talk to doctors and stuff, and I haven't been able to actually go back to dancing because of the stress level. My body feels so much stress that I just haven't. So I haven't gone back to the dancing at all. There's just too many things to learn. All right, I thought I'd just see you guys for a moment before I put the camera down again. I'm actually using my laptop. It's a Microsoft Surface, and I had to figure out how to unlink all of the documents from OneDrive because you know what? Not everybody has Wi-Fi 24/7 in their homes, and that would be me. So I had found it very discouraging trying to find my stuff that got uploaded, but I had to be signed on to Wi-Fi to get my documents or my pictures. So all I had to do was move those files into my username, and my username is under the PC. So that was easy to do. It took a long time to move everything, but at least I've had access 24/7 now. Because you have no idea how much I struggle over the years to get enough Wi-Fi to do videos. So I have another page I've done in a year and a half of like 165 or 169 videos and still only 60 subscribers. So I thought, well, I can't continue in that niche anymore. So I'll do this. And I was really inspired by Katie being creative and Kristen crochets. So another shout out, ladies. I so appreciate you young ladies for keeping me motivated and doing something creative and not giving up because it's so easy to give up. It's so easy just to let my body just heal and do nothing. I mean, there are times when like last week I couldn't do anything, but I had a few minutes that I can edit a video. I do a lot of my videos batched, which means I do from 4 to 5 videos at one time. I think I did 6 a week ago Sunday, and that was like right before I got sick. So I have all these videos that I'm still be uploading through the month of February. So I thought, well, since I have all those videos ready to go, I will just do some extra videos to celebrate Valentine's. Now, I kind of wanted to do a giveaway, but I have not been able to do anything other than the document for everything I crocheted in January, to do a pattern. But now I have access to my pattern documents, so it wouldn't take long to get back into the swing of things and making patterns. I've been making knitting textile patterns for several years. I have yet to sell a pattern because you get into the scary mode, and it's like, what will people like it? That's the whole thing, is like, will they like it? But I could tell you the truth that people will like your things just as much as they like mine, because there are people for you. There's family, there's people who want to support you, and it's just, I have been so blessed to have a couple of people already supporting me financially. Some have bought coffee with me, so the buy me coffee link, and I've had some that give me gift cards, and I just so appreciate all that love that goes out to help me out. It's been so wonderful and so grateful. I'm trying to do a treble. Stop it, man. Finish it. All right, so I'm just getting a few views here and there, but I'm going to stay on and make this a very long video because this is my work time, and that way I won't have to feel stressed about doing anything when I get home. I'll probably end up going to, I don't know if you guys have Food City. It's like Bash's, but it has a lot of um, Mexican Latin food that comes from Mexico, and a lot of the food is actually cheaper than Walmart. So that's kind of fun, and they have a food court, and that is always really good to get something that I don't have to cook right away or bake right away. So yeah, I'm thinking about stopping there and getting something to eat on my way home, so that way I don't have to go shopping later. All right, I'm going to tilt this down because I'm going to blow my nose. We'll look at this for a while. This is, like I said, I'm using a laptop. Oh, hope that's not too loud for you guys. So I'm just closing the lid, and I'm using the camera from the laptop itself. And that's been pretty nice. So it still has a really nice view so that you guys can see this without closing up. So if you're considering and doing, lives or recording from your laptop, this is really good. And I'm really happy with the streaming here at the library because I'm seeing a really nice, clear picture. It's really nice. And when I did my short, I think it was 8 minutes testing, it was really good. It took a long time to process, but I mean, hey, as long as we have a good picture and a decent sound, which my microphone says I'm not having very good sound. That's understandable. I do have a microphone. So if anyone leaves me a comment that, whoops, I need a double crochet here, that I need a microphone, just let me know. I do have one. I did not have it charged fully, so that's why I didn't bring it. And you cannot charge it and use it at the same time, because it has a rechargeable battery. I got that one from Zeal Sound, so I was okay with it at the time. Yeah, I gotta keep my hands down. So I think I'm gonna bring this up a little bit because I tend to bring my hands up. And of course, I do a lot already. And then you guys miss out on seeing the progress. Okay, so this is ending. This is the end. of my row. I can't even tell you how many stitches there are in here because it really doesn't matter as long as you are putting an extra shell on the ends. So it goes up from here, and on the other end you're putting on 2 shells each row. All right, so this is what I have done so far. It switched to peach, and then I started the pink on the lavender. So it's so pretty. Look at that. It's like I am doing this. Never thought that I would ever do anything like this. So I'm pretty proud of myself. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, what things have you guys been working on? Okay, so the fun part to start here is actually opening up your last double crochet and just doing a basic stitch. They call that a slip stitch. And then go in and do another slip stitch. Okay, so you start where you end. So that's how you skip stitches so that you can start where you ended on the other side. Then it's a half double crochet, half double crochet, and then you single crochet, and then 2 more half double crochets, and this repeats on each side. And then it's 5 crochets, 3, 4, 5, and you put this one in this first loop of 5 crochets. So when I say like 5 crochets, I'm like, just put it in the space. Okay, no, this one is a lot of counting, so I may not talk during this row. So we'll enjoy some silence while I'm working on counting. Can't do it at the same time. So 2, 4, 5, and put that into the 3rd stitch of your shell, and then count 5 more. 3, 4, 5. Hey, I got another like. I like that. And then 1. Okay. 5. Put that in the middle of your shell. The 3rd is in the 3rd. Sorry, I can't count and talk at the same time. It's in the 3rd stitch. 1, 2, 3 of your half double crochet. And you go all the way through that space. 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're changing into the heather color. We'll start seeing that change next. Two, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 more. Oops. And 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sorry if the counting is annoying. 2, 3. and one, oops, two. So I forgot to say that this yarn is a medium 4 weight. Two, three. Maybe I'll put my doily under so it doesn't make that noise. There. I'm not quite ready to sit fully into the bowl. Well, it fits into the bowl. It just fits too tight yet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double check. Wow, can count silently. It's so quiet in here. Two. Ah, fingers on the work. I thought I would be more nervous doing this in front of everyone, but there's still nobody here, so it's fine. This part always takes the longest for me. I think it's the counting thing. Count 5, then one single. Actually, on this one, everything is 5 right now. There we go. Maybe get some more yarn. I get some peeks in here, but nobody's really staying. So if you're here and on incognito, write me a ghostly message. Look, I'm like piling up my shawl. When I'm at home, I spread it out, but I have things over here. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, a hazmat alert. I don't think we've ever had a hazmat. Sorry, I have like 3 phones, so I have to turn this off. Hazmat release on the 110 between Kolb and Rita Road. Individuals with a 1 mile radius should shelter in place. Those east of Houghton, oh, that's not too far from my belly dance studio. North to Valencia, south to Voyager Road should shelter in place. Turn off heaters. Oh, this is not good. Air conditioning units that bring in outside air. So turn off the heaters. Travelers should avoid Interstate 10 and seek alternative route. I don't think we've ever had a hazmat extreme alert before. Holy cow, that means something flammable or something like a gas had some sort of an accident along the interstate, or it could be a company um, that had a malfunction. Wow. So for those of you watching this later, will get to hear all of the alarms going off. Almost done with this row. Got this much more to do. Like so pretty. I'm just like, sometimes when you hope for things and it's like it doesn't go right, and then you're just so disappointed. But this is so opposite than what I'm used to. So I'm like really thrilled how it's turning out. Even my plushies, I had to do all of them like 3 or 4 times just to get them right, because my counting ability does not work well. But at least here, if I miss one or have one too many, you really can't tell. And I don't think I've gotten too many, because it just all blends really well together. So if you are having memory cognitive things like I do, this be something that you can do, and you'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a lot of the patterns are pretty simple. Like this one is just chain 5 and then connect it, chain 1. So that's where you get the 5, 5, 1, 5, 1. And then you connect it, and that's your 1. I like tutorials. They help me out a lot better than just reading a pattern, because I had to rewrite. Well, there wasn't a pattern for this one, but I had to watch that over and over. That's why it took me so long to get it started and to finally kick in. It took probably until like rows 14 and 16 before I could do the pattern in my head without looking at the pattern. Okay, almost done. 2, 3. Connect it to this one. And 1, 2, 5. Half double crochet. And you do 2 half double crochets, and then 2, and then 2 single stitches, and 2 half double crochets, and that finishes your row. So I just laid the foundation chain. So when you look at this, the foundation chain is what the shells are on. So it kind of like disappears except for where it connects. So it's really hard to count how many rows because the shell row is actually the foundation row as well. So I just counted all the shells and then times that by 2. That to me was so much easier. So I'll hold this up in just a second. Let me get some more yarn out. All right, so this is the foundation row. 5s connects with on top of each shell with 1 single stitch. There you go. Very pretty. And even if the colors kind of doesn't stay on the end to end, it does look really pretty when it flows. I don't know, I can't really tell when I look from a distance. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm really liking this. This is a limited edition. So I was afraid when I bought my first one, I wouldn't get enough to buy the second one, but I actually bought 2 more. So I don't know. I know I will use all this of the second ball, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use, the third ball at all or what, because when Crystal at Bag a Day Crochet said she used 3 balls, 10.5 ounces each. Hers ended up being 8 feet wide and 30 inches in the center. And right now, I think it said 21 inches in the center, but I'm pretty sure it's 19 before I added on another row. I think it was 19. So yeah, you'll have to look at the video that I put the progress on because that has but I can't remember dimensions. All right, so the single crochet or double crochet here. If we can get that through. And double or 2 single crochets, and then another double, and another double. And that makes your first end piece. Like that. So very cool. And then you crochet 5 single crochets in a row on a chain. 4, 5. And then you connect it on this space with the 5. And then you're at the single crochet right here. And then which way? And here you can see it better. It's opened. And that's where you do the shell stitch. 5 double crochets in 1 stitch. Oops. And then you just go in a single stitch. That's it. And that connects it, makes it into a real long row. So I'm at double crochet. And I got 1 more double crochet. And then I'm going to connect it to this 5 row like that. Pretty cool, huh? I'm going to change this view just a little bit, see how that works. Okay, so now I'm into this next single stitch for the shells. Need 5 half double crochets. And then we connect it right next door. And now we're changing colors. Very pretty. Next shell stitch. So I should have, how many on here? I don't even know. I was going to say 22, but that was up to just that one point. Can't even tell you how many shells I got on here on the row. There and connect it. And another half double crochets. We need 5 of them into this one single. Sorry, I got to pull out my yarn again. My ball is just a little too big for my little ball right here, my container. All right, let's see, do this again without pulling. I got the single right there, so we gotta go into the shawl. Yeah, and if your crochet stitches are just a little loose, it's okay because it all joins. It looks really good. You don't have to worry about it being too what do you call that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cockeyed or stretched out. But you do turn this every time. But it seems like my ends tend to go out like this. So it's kind of funny. But I'm sure once all the stretches are stretched out, that it will be straighter. Yeah, and I want to thank you for those who are stopping by, giving me a like on this video. I haven't done a live in a long time. I want to thank my stars, all of my new subscribers, as well as the ones that have stayed by my side. Appreciate and love all of you. So I hope that this Valentine's Day is finding you guys healthy and happy and wise. We all want to be wise, right? I think Valentine's Day is just not for lovers. I think it's for those that you love truly, your aunts, your uncles, your parents, not just boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband and wife. I've always celebrated as, these are the people I love. And, I gave Valentine's gifts to one of my postmans that delivered our mail when we lived in Hawaii. And then in return, his wife had crocheted a bunny over an egg. So it looked like an egg with bunny ears, and then she put on felt nose and pipe cleaners. That was the coolest gift. And put that into a paper made out of what they call it, just kind of like we call that cardstock now, and put the plastic grass in there and had some candies inside it. It was the cutest thing. And if I can find how to crochet like that bunny over an egg, a plastic egg, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to look for that pattern because that just reminds me of happier days. And so, yeah, Valentine's Day is not just for the, your significant other, but also anybody else in your life, your nieces and nephews, your children. There we go. Moving along. I always go faster on the shells. I don't know, maybe it's easier to count the half double crochets because I got a couple of things to do before I have to count it. But I normally don't count it. Now my temperature blanket is all crochets of shell stitches, and it looks really good. So yeah, you guys haven't seen any updates. I haven't posted anything because I haven't posted that video yet. So that video will be going up. Yeah, and what other kind of videos? If I do another live, I'm going to try. I have the OBS. It's a system that you can add more than one camera, and see if I can get that going because I have a tablet. I have two phones. Actually, I have another phone. It would be pretty easy to set up. I have tripods for everything now to actually have different views of what I'm working on and to get to see my face as well. So I may be fiddling around with that in March when I have unlimited Wi-Fi and I can easily mirror my phones and tablet into this program. So I'm looking forward to giving you guys some other options and hopefully doing some tutorials while I'm there that I can spread out throughout the year with those views too. So because it's not something that I will be able to do all the time, but I'll be going back to the place in June, the end of June as well. So at least have some stuff from end of March into the beginning of June with different views from the camera. So I'm excited about that. If you haven't already, I do have another channel called the Star of Destiny Creations Plus. And there you'll find all my other DIYs that is not crochet or knit related. And also I'll be sharing techie advice to grow your channels, to how to do videos, what's trending during the week, how other people get those ideas and was like be on top of those trends that are coming. So I'm excited to share those things for crafters and crocheters and knitters. So because you got one that several stuff that's out there for everybody else, but I don't think there's enough to really show what's happening for the people who are actually making handmade items until this comes out, like popular things like cactus or plants in pots. I mean, that was really cool, and how that really took off and still pretty popular. But people who've done stationery and stickers and Jessamite and gypsum and crocheters really did well making those little cactuses and plants in little pots. And then I wanted to say those who also paint and do watercolors, that's how you get into the trends, is kind of knowing what's coming up. So I do want to start those on my other channel. And I may start those probably the end of February because Valentine's week is taking a lot of time for me because I want to get up, stay up on doing the shawl, and I'm making a couple other videos, and then I need to get my other ones up. So another trip to the library. While I'm also seeing specialists for the ear, nose, and throat, and then also the urologist. So it's like a lot of things are happening for me right now. But I've always tried to stay positive, and I have my viewers that are actively coming back now to watch my things, which keeps me motivated. You have no idea how this fuels my creativity, because I have tons to share, but there's no sense in sharing it if people are not going to watch it, right? Can't just soak it through osmosis. So definitely stuff worth sharing. Sorry, I look up and I look at the video when I'm doing something, and then the yarn comes off the hook. I'm like, concentrate, Lynn, concentrate. One more. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go for another 17 minutes. So it'll be an hour and a half video. It's just kind of letting YouTube know that I'm interested in creating a video. I did have quite a few views, so when I get off of here, I'll know how many people have kind of stopped by. I usually don't get a lot on my regular videos, not as much as my shorts. I guess shorts are just, the short-term thing. That's what my brain is about, is being short. So definitely we'll do a video, a short video of doing my live. So I'll do that before I get off too, so I can put that in to my shorts tonight. Even though I kind of miss, I'm in that timeline right now. I may not miss the people who come to my channel. Most of them that have made my views on some of my others, into the 1.2 to 2.2 thousand views, have all been on between 4 and 4:45. So when I get off of here, it will be 4:30 Mountain Time. So I'll have to hurry and put that up. And hopefully you get some views. Most of my subscribers or my new stars actually have come from the shorts. So if you're thinking that shorts really, is a waste of time, it really isn't. I haven't posted my goals and what happened in January, how my YouTube did yet, but I could tell you the majority of my followers came from the shorts. So you might want to reconsider doing shorts, because they don't have to be very long. In fact, most people who are watching my shorts are not even watching it after 4 seconds. So if you can have like a 6-second video, you'll have a higher ranking than even I do. Because I tend to put a lot more. I don't know why. I have a hard time saying no to information. Been like that since I was a military intelligence analyst. I love information. And so my videos tend to be shorter, but now I'm using a different app, which making me do 15-second videos. So I was like, okay. But yeah, you'll have higher ranking, because if the average view is 4 seconds, then out of 6 seconds, you have a 98% watch rate. And then YouTube is going to push your stuff a lot more than even mine, because of you had a shorter video, but it had 98% watch rate to it. So it's really interesting of the numbers and the algorithms and how it works. Before, it used to be like a guessing game with YouTube. But now I think YouTube is getting more consistent. So if you have 50 followers, you can actually do a live like I am doing now. They give you that option right at 50 subscribers, 50. So you can do your own. And it's really important to do some of the features that YouTube gives you, because they start pushing those things out. You're already in a groove. Like, I knew shorts was going to be really important in monetization through the newsletter from YouTube, and I started doing shorts more often. And so, then you're kind of already in the rhythm and not having to start, stop. because now you've been going, you got momentum. And it gives your channel momentum as well. Because if you're creating things, handmade things, you also want to have stuff, viewed like I do. And eventually monetization, which you need 10 million views on shorts. But if your subscribers are coming in from shorts and you have 50 now, by the end of the year, I would say you should be pretty close to that 1,000. If even if you don't think you have, because um, ask some friends to watch your channel for a while. Spend 15 to 30 minutes every couple of days or once a week and see how your numbers start climbing, even in the views, because it's really cool how, and I've been watching this for 2 years. Catnip and a Pennis illustrator, I've been watching their channels for a while, and then I had to watch. Well, I didn't have to, but I started watching Kristen Crochets and Katie Being Creative, and they were just, let's see, Katie Being Creative just was under or over 1,000, but by the end of the year, beginning of January, she had 2,000. Now she's looking at 2,600 or more. I think she's at 6,000. Yeah, that's how fast it climbed. Just, anyways, that's what I kind of been thinking. And then Kristen, she started her channel last March, so she'll have an anniversary coming up. So she hasn't been on very long, but she's been really doing really well on her YouTube channel. And when I started following her, I don't even think she was monetized yet. And now she's like right at 2,100. So, so don't discount different things. Do the things that you love, crochet, show how much passion you have for it. And, it becomes infectious, and other people are going to want to do what you want to do just because of the enthusiasm, the encouragement, and inspiration. That's what it motivates me. So I hope this is what motivates you too. So isn't this pink really pretty over the heather? It's really pretty. So of course the lighting in here is fluorescent, so you're not going to see the colors as I see the colors. So it's really hard to capture in the video on the phone or in the video of what it really looks like. Nothing does it justice unless you have it in hand. Almost to the edge. Got a little ways to go. So when you do that single crochet into, doing the shells, you got to make sure you get into both sides of that crochet and not hooking just the one side or the back side, because everything is going to hang on to this little crochet during the shell. Anyways, that's what I found. It makes it feel secure. All right, while we're doing this, I'm going to put this up a bit. Oh, hey, I got somebody who subscribed while I was on. See, you just never know when subscribers and followers follow you. I want. Oh, my hair. I'm sorry, my hair looks so bad. So I just want to do a short video clip. It gives me like a 5 seconds thing, and then it's like, here we go. So this is what you do for your crochet, and this is the color I'm using is hibiscus. Hibiscus from Karen. This is what do you call a limited edition medium 4. So want to join me on my next live? Just hit the subscribe button and that bell, and you'll be notified when I'm in the next live. There we go. And see, that's all. And then I can edit what I said. So, yeah, even though I kind of flowed through all of it because I really didn't know what I was going to say, I thought it was, and I may not even use anything that I say and just put music to it. And then have you guys been trying to use shorts from your videos? I cannot get that thing to work. I had some really good NFL football things that I was going to put on my shorts, and I cannot get the app to work. It actually stopped putting text in because captions are really catchy, and I had captions and it was not working. It would freeze up. I had to turn it off, and then it'd save it, bring it back up, and I couldn't use it. So I used another clip, and it still didn't work. So I just had to do my own from my own videos. So it's like, I don't know how people do that because mine, I guess I'm not supposed to. If something doesn't work, just find something else that does. So if crocheting is that something that works for you, maybe knitting, weaving. I have some weaving videos I need to get up, but I do have weaving videos. Actually, how I made my first loom by myself last year, being really sick. For at the time it was $7, but with everything that went up, I think it ended up being like $15. It's a 12 by 11 inch, so it's a small one, but if you do like hot pads and stuff, it works really well to do those or to do yarn work. I made mine with like fabric rugs, so I used all of my quilting fabric to make those. So I have more to do. I was thinking of when I go to the library next to stop at my storage unit so I can get my my other loom so I can make some examples of that and do some tutorials. So that would be on my other channel. And let me, oh, hey, random. My other channel is Star of Destiny Kreations Plus. So that has all the other things. Oh, I may not even do the plus on there, but you'll want to do the plus. So that's where all of my other vids are going to be going. I'll be sharing the playlist on each other's channel so that we'll have able to navigate easy through the playlist. And then why the playlist? Because I want the views. We all want the views on our channels. I don't even know when random came on. I just got notified when he or she subscribes. So thank you for following me. You are now my star. Hopefully a shooting star into all things creative and being inspired to do more creative things. My body's like, it's almost time to go. At least to log off for now. Okay. So I'll have, let's see, 2 complete rows in this amount of time. And this is pretty good because I don't normally talk when I'm doing this, and I can go a lot faster when I'm not concentrating. But hey, for practice, this is pretty good. There you go. Oh, I also am going to be making a couple of videos that will be just watching me like weaving in my ends or winding up yarn, but it'll have some white noise. It wouldn't be considered ASMR, um, but it would definitely be considered really good for your brain and something that you can focus on to work on your own projects or maybe to go to sleep. Or because what I've recorded is a waterfall at Reed's Park, which is on the 22nd, right next to the zoo, and 22nd Street and Tucson Boulevard, I think is where it's at. And I taped it last year, and then I was like, "Well, I wanted to do this focus thing. Well, I don't want to get hit for copyright." So I looked, and I had already had this waterfall already part of my repertoire of recordings. So I'm like, okay, well, that'll work. Is I could put those audios into my videos, um, so you won't hear me work, but you will hear like the waterfall trickling. I don't think it's rushing it. I think it's more trickling. So I will have videos with the waterfall on there, and that would again my own audio, so that you have something to focus to. So if you don't like to work by yourself, but you're finding yourself working by yourself, you can work along with me because I will be there. So I enjoy things like that. So I'm planning on doing that for you guys too. So if you like my contents, be sure to share it. It's really easy to share your content to your social platforms. And then also, you can share your content on your playlist as well. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. It's been a pleasure working with you. Sorry. I try to get this out before I concluded. And this is where I will cut this out of the video. I love you all. Bye.